Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Total Extreme Wrestling Wednesday, the final one of the 2007 saves ending. I'm broken, I am broken. It's been a good save, I'm sad to see it go, but you know, you move on to newer, you move on to better things. But before we do, let's finish on a high. Let's finish with Survivor Series. Oh yes, so, well, the one place you got to start is Sunday Night Heat. Okay, then we start then, like we say, with the Sunday Night C show, so to speak. We start with a promo from the WWE Women's Champion, Sara Del Rey. There's an ice cream truck. This is the time, not, well, anyway, she cuts a promo on Becky Lynch, says, look, yeah, we were cut from the pay-per-view. We're not seen as good enough, but I will show everyone exactly what I'm about tonight. 63, not bad considering she's got no pop at all. The match itself, 66, pretty good. They have good chemistry, so that lifted it. Becky 35, 76 from Sara Del Rey, good performance from her, really holding it together. The champion retains with a handful of the tights to continue this feud a little bit longer. Randy Orton cut a promo on the World Heavyweight Champion Shawn Michaels for 89 now then. This is where we're going for Survivor Series. We're starting up between Randall Keith and the HBK Shawn Michaels. It's going to be good. 89 rated promo. Orton says, look, last night, you saw it. I beat Bobby Lashley. I'm on to bigger, I'm on to better things. I'm on to the World Heavyweight Championship. Shawn Michaels, you can't run from me anymore. 89, pretty good. Drew McIntyre defeated Ace Steel for 14. Wowzers, this was bad. This was bad. Two jobbers, but it was a short match. Yeah, not good at all. That's going to bring the show rating down big time. Triple H got a promo on John Cena for 84. Says, last night I came out WWE champion, but credit to my opponents, credit to Edge, credit to John Cena. Good to be back in the ring with John Cena. I remember WrestleMania. Last night, maybe I righted a wrong. Who knows? Just, we are going forward with Triple H and John Cena. Just saying, yes, that's happening. Main event, Daniel Bryan defeated Carl Anderson for 81. Good match for Heat. 87 from Daniel Bryan, 73 from Carl Anderson. Jericho was on commentary, and afterwards, 88 for, well, that's meant to be the other way around. Daniel Bryan floors Chris Jericho and holds the title over him. Yeah, that should have been the other way around. My bad. Still there with 76 rated Heat, and we've got a 14 rated match and a Women's Championship match on that. Pretty good stuff. I'm happy. Okay then, first Monday Night Raw, here we go. This should be a good show. It's all about setting up for Survivor Series. We open up with Vince McMahon announcing that the team captain of Monday Night Raw will be King Booker. So King Booker, he's straight in. He's team captain, he's straight in, 77. He announces the match originally. He says, look, it's going to be, I want to shake things up, he says. But it doesn't mean there's going to be a draft. It's going to be, I want to see who's the better brand. I want to see who's got the bigger stars. I want to see who's the best of the best of the best. So, Monday Night Raw versus Friday Night SmackDown. I think it was Friday night at the time. Survivor Series. And the winning brand, gets the Royal Rumble 30 spots. End of story. 77. Pretty good. 78 then for William Regal qualifying for the Team Raw. He defeats Roderick Strong with a Regal stretch following interference from King Booker, so Booker making sure to get his mate in the team. 86 from Regal, held this together. 78, pretty good. Chris Jericho got a promo on Daniel Bryan for 89, says, look, yesterday you nailed me with a title. You put your hands on my title. Wasn't enough to beat you, and yes, it was an all-time classic. People are raving about it, but they're raving about my performance, Daniel Bryan, not yours, so don't get in my business again, or it'll be the last thing you ever do. 89, pretty good. John Cena defeated The Miz for about, in about 9 minutes for 75, pretty good. Cena holding it together. The Miz is really low pop. Cena was off his game ironically, but he held it together. And after the match, he challenged Triple H for Survivor Series. He called out the WWE champion and said, look, we want to see who the best is on this brand, don't we? We've beaten around the subject a little bit. I beat you at WrestleMania. I made you tap out at WrestleMania 22. Now, this year, Everyone talked about it. It was meant to be a big rematch, but it never happened. So why don't we do it at Survivor Series? Why don't you put the title on the line and see if you really are better than me? And Triple H, of course, accepts. 95 is pretty good. Gates heat for the storyline. Kennedy and Carlito, the untapped potential, put themselves over with a promo. 89 says, look, we beat London and Kendrick on Sunday. Easy. Easy. Not a problem. Who's next? No one. Because we've beaten them all. We're the best tag team in WWE history. And we have the belts to show for it. 89. Pretty good. Kennedy then defeated Christopher Daniels in about 16 minutes for 77. Good chemistry between these two, which is good. 92 from Kennedy, 67 from Daniels. Pretty good match. Jeff Hardy cut a promo on King Booker for 89. Didn't add to the storyline, so that's really frustrating. So good to know. Yeah, Jeff Hardy said, look, Booker's the captain, but he won't be the star of Team Raw. It'll be me when I qualify and beat his little buddy, Johnny Nitro, because Team Raw needs a little bit of colour. It needs a little bit of life, and Jeff Hardy will provide just that. 89, pretty good. In the match itself, Jeff defeated Johnny Nitro in about 14 minutes after William Regal tried to interfere and get his buddy, or their buddy, and the Roll Call in the team, but Johnny Nitro couldn't get the win. Jeff Hardy with a swanton bomb. 88 from Jeff. He's very good. 75 altogether. Can't complain. Edge cut a promo and Jeff Hardy's watching backstage. He says, look, I saw that. Well done. Jeff's in the team. So that's Booker, that's Jeff, that's Regal. And there's 2 spots left in the main event. Now, it's not going to be the world's greatest tag team. It's not going to be Charlie Haas and Shawn Benjamin. It's going to be me. And whoever my partner is, I don't really care who it is. Cesaro? Sure, whatever. It'll be me. 89. And the main event itself then, an 81 rated match. I kind of expected a little bit better. Cesaro, 72. Probably, they didn't work well as a team. So that's good considering they'll be on a Survivor Series team. I hope that doesn't affect it too much. Hopefully it wasn't, because there's other people in the team, so hopefully. Yeah, so Edge and Cesaro defeated World's Greatest Tag Team to qualify for Team Raw. And afterwards, Team Raw are presented on the stage. So that's King Booker, William Regal, Edge, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, and Cesaro. So only the one babyface in the team. Only the one babyface, Jeff Hardy. Should give us a good Raw. 83, pretty good. Only the sort of 2 segments towards the WWE title feud, but I think Cena and Triple H really bugs itself. So we're going to be very minimum. We'll be minimum about it and see how it goes. Okay, then ECW, a brand that seemingly isn't involved in the Survivor Series match. Let's clear that up, shall we? Here we go. We open up with an angle, a 100 rated angle, which is very good. Vince McMahon, Paul Heyman, CM Punk, and Kurt Angle. So Paul Heyman's out there with CM Punk. Punk's bragging about beating Chris Benoit the other day, and Heyman goes, one thing though, Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown, where's ECW in this? Why isn't ECW involved? Vince comes out and says, look, you think you should be involved? I don't. Paul, I don't see you as a threat to Raw and SmackDown. And Paul Heyman's very, very offended by that. And Vince says, but I'll give you a chance. Tonight in the main event, there'll be a tag team match. And before he can say it, out comes Kurt Angle. And Angle says, listen. Survivor Series, whatever. I'm here to win gold. I see gold right there on your shoulder, Mr. Punk, Mr. CM Punk. So how about we do this at Survivor Series? And Vince goes, whoa, hang on. Let me finish what I was saying. Tonight there'll be a tag team match. ECW will take on 2 members of Team Raw, who I've brought with me tonight, King Booker and William Regal. If the ECW tag team wins, they will have a tag team at Survivor Series. It'll be 5 on 5 on 5. And, well, the thing is, it's going to be the ECW champion CM Punk and Kurt Angle. Yeah. It's a 100 rated segment. Pretty good for that. That's a big main event, by the way. First match of the card, though, is Big Show and Chris Benoit teaming up against Tensai and Rhino, defeating them. Good performances all around, really. Big Show's the lowest of the lot, but 79, so you can't really complain. That's probably a harsh rating, actually, looking at everything else. I don't know what's brought it down. a bit weird. Afterwards, Big Show and Chris Benoit agree to team up. They agree that they work well together. They agree to team up, and they go, and they say that they're going to go after the tag team championships for 89. Pretty good. Kurt Angle could have promo, and CM Punk says, look, tonight, I always want to win matches. I get that, but don't think I have any other intention than coming after your ECW title. That is what I want for 89. Very good. The match itself then, a 79. Again, that's low. That is really low. I guess it's low heat for a couple of things. Started the storyline for the Raw vs SmackDown tag because of TEW. Yeah, it is what it is. King Booker defeats CM Punk with a pinfall after Sharmell interfered, so it did protect the champion a bit as well. Punk cost ECW the shot. Heyman's not particularly happy. Angle, though, goes straight after CM Punk. Doesn't really care about losing the Survivor Series shot. He wants a shot at the title. That's the main thing. 89 for this brawl to end the show. A very good ECW. An 84, I kind of expected better. Very good. Very compact, but also focused. That's the main thing. Okay, it's time that the Blue Brand got ready for Survivor Series. So we're going to kick it off here. And we open up with Vince McMahon announcing that the new team SmackDown captain is Batista. Batista, a big man, big star. He will lead the Blue Brand into Survivor Series. 85 for that. And then he gets two teammates. London and Kendrick qualify for the SmackDown Tag Team. No, it's correct. They defeat the Redneck Wrecking Crew in about 14 minutes. Pretty good win for them. 89-88 for the two of them. And the face tag team are in. So that's 3 baby faces already on Team SmackDown. Afterwards, they cut a promo on 2 of Team Raw for 81. Pretty good. I can't complain too much. 100 rated segment right here. Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels. So Orton comes out and says, look, you can't dump me anymore, Shawn. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this right now. Shawn Michaels does not back down. And the two men are kept apart by security. These two nearly come into blows. This is the title feud. 100 rated segment as well. Very good. Afterwards, Randy Orton defeats Evan Bourne for 83. RKO does the job. 92 from Orton, 60 from Evan Bourne, though, so that's pretty good. Shawn Michaels was on commentary for that one. Rey Mysterio cut a promo on Umaga ahead of tonight's main event, which is the United States Championship on the line. Rey Mysterio puts it on the line again against Umaga. 85. Bobby Lashley defeated Sheamus for 77. Pretty good here. Bobby Lashley 89, Sheamus 52. And after the match, I can't do the music, but here's the return of the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. He returns and he attacks Bobby Lashley. We're going to have a big hoss battle between these two at Survivor Series. 91 for this. Good. Great match here. Fabulous match. Perhaps should have been the main event. There's a reason it's not. Shawn Michaels defeats Carl Anderson for 90. 96 from Shawn Michaels. 73 from Carl Anderson. Very good stuff. And after the match, Orton puts Shawn Michaels through the announce table with an RKO. 89. This segment and this feud is off to a great start. Main event time, and Umaga and Rey Mysterio. Their match ends in a no contest for the United States Championship when King Booker gets involved, attacking both men. 95 from Rey, 74 from Umaga. It's going to be a little bit lower because of the finish, but that's absolutely fine. And afterwards, Team Raw invade. So King Booker's there, and all of a sudden William Regal's there, Edge is there, Jeff Hardy's there as well, Cesaro too, the 5 men. Batista comes out to try and help, as does London and Kendrick. I just couldn't fit them on the angle. But Team Raw get the upper hand. They beat down SmackDown. They destroy the ring banners, the announce table. There's no commentary. We leave it completely blank as we go off. Just the boos from the fans. In theory, even Jeff, it's Survivor Series. We can do it. Team Raw stand tall for a 100 rated segment. Very good. Very good. That gives us an 85 rated SmackDown. Fabulous. Really fabulous stuff. Again, when we move to TW 2020, I'm not going to really mess with the stats too much. I'm going to go with what the database is. We are not going to hit these numbers for a long time, so I'm going to enjoy it while I can. Okay, Sunday Night Heat, the C show, which we are going to look to improve a couple of storylines with. We open up with a Bobby Lashley promo on Brock Lesnar for 92. Pretty good stuff for this one. Yeah, like I say, pretty good stuff. Bobby Lashley would be complaining, I guess, about Brock Lesnar's attack and vowing revenge for 92. First match on the card, and Becky Lynch defeats Victoria for 49. Okay, yeah, about what you'd expect. Victoria's off the game as well, which is a bit of an annoyance, but Becky's getting better and better, so that's fine. Afterwards, Sarah Del Rey attacked Becky and put her through a table for 61. CM Punk got a promo on Kurt Angle for 87 and said he wants the title where he's got to take it from my cold dead hands, because Kurt Angle will never be the champion of ECW. 87 for that, pretty good. Chris Hero defeated Chris Masters for 68, so that's not too bad. Better than both of the performances, so yeah, that's fine. Bryan cut a promo on Jericho for 83, talking about how he still wants the Intercontinental title and it's going to take a lot more than a couple of attacks and a sneaky victory for Jericho to get away from Daniel Bryan. 83. Main event time, and Chris Benoit and Big Show defeat Gallows and Anderson for 79. Pretty good match here. Benoit 90, the star of the show. Carl Anderson was a little bit off his game, which is a bit of a shame, but a pretty good tag team match to put over the number one contenders, or seemingly number one contenders for the tag team titles. Afterwards, the champions Kennedy and Carlito attack Benoit and Big Show for 84. So a pretty good heat. That'll take us to 80, and yeah, we'll move along. We'll move along to Monday Night Raw. Right then, Monday Night Raw. This should be a good show. We got some good matches on this. I'm hoping. We open up with the WWE Champion Triple H, and he's going through the history with John Cena. His history of Triple H being the man for many years, and now John Cena's come and taken up his mantle, so to speak. But this year hasn't been Cena's year. Cena needs to get back to the top. Well, unfortunately, Triple H won't give it up that easily this time. That's the idea. He's then interrupted by Untapped Potential, who say, look, I am fed up of you, Triple H. Been fed up of you for a long time, and now, you know what? I think it's time we get rid of you once and for all. They start to beat down the WWE Champion, and John Cena comes down and makes a save for 100, setting up a big tag team main event. Pretty good. Cesaro defeated Shad Gaspard in about 8 minutes for 74. Pretty good from Cesaro. 80 right here. That's pretty good. Good win for the heel, who's going to be on Team Raw. I'm going to paint him up as an unstoppable threat at the moment, is the idea. Afterwards, he cut a promo on Batista, singling out Batista from Team SmackDown, saying he's the animal, is he? Well, guess what I'm here to do? Put down the animal for 78. Edge defeats Chris Hero for 73, so an even worse match, ironically, even though these two put in better performances. No idea at all. 11 minutes or so, Chris Hero getting downed with the spear. Afterwards, Edge himself cuts a promo on Batista. Batista, the biggest star of Team SmackDown. It's more of a promo on Team SmackDown, to be fair, and Edge says, look, I need to reclaim myself at the top. Sole Survivor gets the number 30 spot, so I am going to be the sole survivor for 89. King Booker and William Regal are trying to get Jeff Hardy on side. They're backstage and they say, look, I get that we've had our problems, but you're on Team Raw, we're Team Raw, you're one of us. At least for now, we're on the same side. Jeff's not really acknowledging it too much. 92. Jeff's then in action and defeats Stevie Richards for 78 after King Booker interfered on behalf of Jeff Hardy. So King Booker giving Jeff Hardy the victory, so to speak. But Jeff doesn't want Booker's help afterwards. Storms out the ring looking very unhappy for 90. Jericho cuts a promo on Daniel Bryan for 90 and said his little pipsqueak needs to be put down once and for all. And then defeats Shelton Benjamin for 87. Very good match here. Very good. 96 from Jericho, 86 from Shelton. Bryan was on the announcing job. So 87 is pretty good. But afterwards, Daniel Bryan unveils his list of 5,002 holds just to up Jericho's legendary WCW segment. He mocks Jericho armbar. How many armbars are on this? And Bryan says, how's about we settle it once and for all? Who would be the better Intercontinental Champion? Who's the better submission wrestler? Submission match made for Survivor Series. 88 is good. Triple H backstage and warns Cena to stay out his way during the main event for 84. And that main event match itself gets a 90 rated match. Very good. Very, very good. Kennedy 99. He's killing it. Triple H 99 too. 95 for John Cena and 96 for Carlito. Putting Carlito and Kennedy as a tag team has helped them massively. Ken Kennedy actually pins John Cena with a quick cradle from nothing. Cena distracted by Triple H's talking trash on the apron. Afterwards, Triple H puts down Cena with a pedigree, not happy at losing, and nails the pedigree to end the show for a 90. Pretty good. And that's a 91 rated Raw. Very, very good Raw. Good long matches. Main event was brilliant. Untapped potential are on fire. Can't complain at all. Okay, the land of the extreme, and we are ready for 2 huge matches on ECW, I'm hoping. Anyway, we start with Big Show and Chris Benoit calling out the tag team champions after their attack on Heat, and they brawl for a good 10 minutes. 96 rated segment. Everyone's popping hard for these 4. Good stuff. And then Big Show defeats Carlito for 74. So it brings it down a bit, but it's okay. Carlito 85 performance really held it together. 79 from Big Show, not a slouch at all. And Big Show gets the win after a distraction from Chris Benoit, who's obviously there on the floor, as is Ken Kennedy. But Benoit ends up costing Carlito the victory. So good win for Big Show there. Kurt Angle cuts a promo on 86 and says, "Look, Punk, let's be honest. You're good. You're incredible. You're a fantastic professional wrestler. You're good on the mic. You've got a personality. People feel something for you. I get that. But you know what? I am the best there ever has been. You think you're the best right now? Prove it at Survivor Series." Kurt Angle cutting the promo on CM Punk for 86. Kurt Angle then defeats Rhino for 82. So this is actually a little bit let down. 84 for Rhino, 83 from Kurt. I kind of expected better, but that's okay. Punk was on commentary as well. And then afterwards, a 92 rate segment. Punk locks in the Anaconda device on Kurt Angle and won't let go. The referees can't stop him. 92 gives us a 81 rated ECW. Not bad at all. We'll move on to Friday Night SmackDown as week 2 will come to a close. Okay, then Friday Night SmackDown, reeling from last week's attack from Team Raw, and straight away they have their team set. They immediately sort of answer the question, I suppose is the best way to say it. They say, listen, we've got Batista, we've got Poland, and we've got Brian Kendrick. Ray, I want you in my team, says Batista. Rey Mysterio comes out, accepts, and Batista goes, and Umaga, you may not understand what this means to be on the blue brand. You haven't been here long, but you are an animal. You are a warrior. And last week you stood up with us. You took a beating with us. How's about you join Team SmackDown? And of course, Umaga actually accepts, and they all agree to be a team for 100. Pretty good. Ray's then in action, defeats Low-Key for 82. Very good match. Rey Mysterio getting a good win. And we go backstage where Shawn Michaels says he will get Orton tonight. He may not have a match with him. Orton's already wrapped up with someone else in the main event, but Shawn Michaels will get revenge for the attack last week. 87. Hardcore. Oh, that was meant to be Sheamus defeating Hardcore Holly, but Hardcore Holly got a win over Sheamus instead. 66. Fine, whatever. Moving on. Kendrick and London put themselves over with a promo for 88, and then defeat Chavo Guerrero and Daivari for 76. Pretty good stuff here. Paul London getting better at his gimmick every day. Afterwards, Batista and Rey Mysterio are happy with the tag team, congratulate them on the win, and look forward to Survivor Series. Randy Orton got to promo, and Shawn Michaels says, I know he wants me tonight. I'll be ready. He's got another RKO waiting with his name on it. 87. Umaga defeats Evan Bourne for 78. Good win to put over Umaga. And afterwards, Ray questioned whether they can trust Umaga. And Batista says, we can. 89. And then Batista's in the main event. A 77 rated match against Randy Orton. That's disappointing. No storyline, I guess, but 22 minutes they had, and that's really poor from both men. Afterwards, Shawn Michaels attacks Randy Orton for 89. And then once they've brawled out the arena, Team Raw try to attack Batista. SmackDown come together to fight them off, including Umaga for 100. Pretty good. 85 rate SmackDown, very good as we're on the road to Survivor Series. Sunday Night Heat then, and this should be a good show. This should be a very good show actually. I've got a big main event planned, as you can see there. We open up though with Daniel Bryan defeating Daivari in about 6 minutes. Good match for Daniel Bryan, 77. Good win for him. He cut a promo on Jericho for 88. Yeah, no complaints there at all. Lashley does a sit-down interview with Michael Cole discussing the attack by Brock Lesnar 2 weeks ago now on SmackDown. He missed last week due to selling the injuries. And they run through Brock Lesnar's career. And Lashley says, yeah, he's impressive. Yeah, he's a beast. But then they run through Lashley's career, his ECW title run. And the future is Lashley. And Bobby Lashley says, Brock, I've got one message for you. I'll be at SmackDown on Friday. If you've got the balls to show up, be there. And then we'll see who the better, the bigger, the stronger man is. 98, very good from Bobby. Sarah Del Rey defeated Daisy Hayes for 65. Becky Lynch ran in and attacked Sarah Del Rey during the match, but she got the win anyway. CM Punk got a promo on Kurt Angle for 86. And then CM Punk defeated Charlie Haas for 78. So a good main event for Heat. Very good. Probably should have been better actually, but it's fine. And 82 rated Heat is nothing wrong with that. Okay, then week 3, Monday Night Raw, and we've got some big matches planned. We open up with King Booker trying to rally the troops of Team Raw, and it ends up breaking into an argument between Edge and Jeff Hardy, and the match is made for the main event between those two. 100 rated segment, pretty good. Cesaro defeated Val Venis for 75. Yeah, good win for Cesaro again, picking up wins constantly. Booker and Regal check security of the building ahead of possibly an invasion from the Blue Brand after Raw have been there twice in the past 2 weeks. We'll see. 85. Daniel Bryan defeated Carlito, having a great match for 88. Brilliant stuff between these two. 77 from Bryan, 80 from Carlito. But the match itself was really good. It's fantastic stuff. And afterwards, Jericho softened up Bryan's back for 94. Chair shot after chair shot after chair shot for 94. Very good. Cena got a promo on Triple H for 87, saying they all win the WWE Championship at Survivor Series, etc, etc, etc. I don't need to go through it. These two booked themselves, to be fair. And defeated Mike Knox for 79. Cena really holding it together for 94. Good stuff. Triple H got a promo on John Cena for 76, and not as good a promo from Triple H. Again, similar promo. And then defeated Ken Kennedy for 91. Another fantastic match here. Triple H 186 for Kennedy. Very good. Cena applauded Triple H after the win. Triple H a little bit confused, thinks it's a bit arrogant. 88. In the main event then, Edge defeated Jeff Hardy for 90. Good match. Edge 96. Good chemistry between the two of them. 86 from Jeff. Batista got involved and cost Edge the victory. Batista come down and managed to sort of attack Edge first, at least distract him, and Jeff took advantage, hit the Twist of Fate and win. After the match though, Team Raw run off Batista, not including Jeff, who sort of stands by and watches. 90 rated segment. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not as good as last week, but still a 92 rated Raw. The TVs are going well into Survivor Series. Okay, it's time to get extreme, and again, I'm hoping for a good show. Couple of long matches gets us through. We start well. Kurt Angle and CM Punk trading words in the ring, going back and forth over who is the best wrestler in the world. Punk believes it's him. Kurt Angle believes he's been the best for a long time. These two men are going to have a dream match. That's the idea between this one, 92. Whoa, that's worse than I thought it would be. Chris Benoit and Ken Kennedy went 22 minutes and got an 81. Kennedy defeating Benoit clean. I wonder what brought that down. Low heat in the storyline. I guess, basically. That's a bit harsh. Afterwards, Kennedy and Carlito put the babyface team through tables for 86. Hopefully that'll bring up the heat. They then got a promo on Big Show and Benoit as well for 87. Moving on. Main event is Kurt Angle and Rob Van Dam versus CM Punk and Tensai. Good match, 91. Van Dam 80 was the worst of the lot, but when your worst is an 80, you've got not a problem. Punk defeating Van Dam with the Anaconda Vice. And afterwards, Kurt Angle lays out the champion with the Angle Slam, getting his revenge for last week after being locked in that Anaconda Vice for a long, long time. So that's good. 87, it's going to help both storylines. Good ECW. 85, we are rolling. We are rolling with this. Okay, Friday Night SmackDown, and yeah, we are ramping up a lot here. 100 rated segment to start is brilliant. Randy Orton calling out Shawn Michaels, but it's just a front. He's setting him up for the attack from behind by Ted DiBiase with a chair, and then Orton hits the RKO, standing tall once again for the segment. At least there's a long way to go in the night. 100 rate segment is good. Six-man tag, Rey Mysterio, London and Kendrick defeat Sheamus, Gallows and Anderson for 88. Very good match from this six-man tag. Did brilliantly to get the crowd ready to go, and the babyfaces stand tall. We then cut backstage where Umaga is being beaten down by a chair by Edge. Edge is here from Raw. Just Edge. We don't see anybody else. Umaga is being beaten down. Batista runs him off. 94. And the match is set up for the main event. Batista versus Edge. If Edge is here, he's going to be involved in the main event. 94. Very good. Very good, actually. Very. Shawn Michaels cuts a promo for 76 on Randy Orton, saying you may have downed me once, but don't worry, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. That's my career. And that's my title as well. So don't think you're coming anywhere near it. He then defeated Ted DiBiase for 82. So this is really good from Ted. 44. Being in there with a champion will do him a lot of good. Defeats Ted DiBiase. I don't know why it's got this using the ropes. I didn't book that. Weird. Randy Orton then attacks Shawn Michaels, but ends up getting beaten up for his trouble. So Michaels then gets his own back for 85. Good. An 89 rated segment sees Rey Mysterio, Bryan, Kendrick and Paul London hunting for other members of Team Raw. If Edge is here, then who else has slipped into the building? That's the idea. Bobby Lashley defeated Lance Cade for 76. Good long match, and Lashley gets a good win. It's fine. It didn't seem to click. It wasn't as good as it could have been, but it's fine. And then a 100 rated segment as Lashley calls out Lesnar. They have a good face-to-face, a long promo battle with Paul Heyman doing a lot of the talking. And then in the end, Lashley spears Lesnar out of his boots, a bit like Goldberg did, for 100. Very good. Main event then, 89 for Edge, defeating Batista when Umaga runs in and beats the hell out of Edge, looking to get revenge from earlier, but costs Batista the match. So that's the idea. A DQ for Edge, pretty good. And afterwards, as Edge runs away, we cut backstage where London and Kendrick are being destroyed by Booker, Cesaro and Regal. So splitting up SmackDown, that was the idea from Edge, and it worked. Team Raw getting the upper hand again for a 90. And that's a 90 rated SmackDown. Very good. 2 100 rated segments. A 94 there. 89, 90, 89. All good stuff. Yeah, 1 week to go, but Survivor Series looks like it could be a very good show. We are into our final week, Sunday Night Heat, and hopefully this show will be pretty good. Randy Orton cuts a promo on Shawn Michaels for 89 to boost the heat on that one. That's good. And then the first match sees Umaga defeat Hardcore Holly for 73. Good win for Umaga there. No complaints at all. Benoit and Show got a promo on Tag Team Champions for 88. It's a good promo so far on this show. And the Tag Team Champions defeat Kane and Chris Hero for 78. A weird team, but two hosses. See if it had any chemistry. Not really. But the Tag Team Champions are, well, amazing as usual. We ended it with a sit-down interview with Jeff Hardy for 98. So this is good. And it's basically the interviewer asking Jeff Hardy about how he feels about how Team Raw have been behaving over the last few weeks, and Jeff says, look, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I absolutely understand brand loyalty, and I am loyal to Monday Night Raw. It is in my blood. It is who I am, and I get that. But King Booker has been leading Team Raw down a dark, dark path, and maybe he shouldn't be the one leading. Who knows? We'll pick that up on Raw, definitely. 98, they're very good. It might be our best heat yet because of the promos. 79, what? 98, 88, 89, that's 73, really brings it down. Harsh. Okay, Raw's been on fire over the last few weeks. Big matches, big moments. This time it's the go-home show, so we need to continue that momentum. Hopefully we do. Big main event planned for this one. We open up with another 100 rated segment. We're banging these out lately. Booker calls out Jeff for his comments on Heat and says, look, you got a problem with the way I lead this team? And Jeff says, yes I do. And actually, you know what? Why are you the captain? Vince thinks you should be the captain. Maybe you should earn it. Why don't you put that on the line tonight? Me versus you, and the winner will lead us on Sunday. And Booker says, challenge accepted. Main event match made. Nice and simple. 86 then for the opening match of the card. A good match too. Cesaro defeating Daniel Bryan ahead of Bryan's Intercontinental Championship match on Sunday. Cesaro part of the Survivor Series teams of two men that the fans should care about, and it was a distraction from Chris Jericho that cost Bryan 86, Cesaro 81. Very good match, very good. 88 for the segment afterwards where Jericho attacking Bryan but ends up getting beaten up for his troubles. Good. Triple H is backstage in his dressing room and knock on the door, and a delivery man gives him a package, and he opens the package to find the WrestleMania 22 DVD. Now, of course, the WrestleMania 22 was when Triple H and John Cena last met, and it didn't go well for Triple H, as we all know. So 85. Mind games from Cena starting to enrage Triple H is the idea. Edge defeats Charlie Haas in 20 minutes for an 83. Good match between these two. Edge getting a good win, and he cuts a promo on Batista for 88 and says, out of everyone, after last week, out of everyone, Edge and Umaga, I'm going to get rid of you myself on Sunday. Triple H defeated Mark Henry then for 80. Good match from the champion. 99. Can't complain. Henry brings it down, but 99 for Triple H really holds it together. So that's pretty good. And as he's meant to be celebrating, the Titantron changes to footage of John Cena winning at WrestleMania 22 and Triple H tapping out. Important to show Triple H tapping out. 79. Triple H is getting very annoyed now. Very annoyed. He stays on commentary for the next match where John Cena defeats Johnny Nitro for 83. Good match. Johnny Nitro 68. Very good performance from him. After the match, though, a 90 rated segment, an enraged Triple H is fed up with the mind games, and he takes Cena out with a sledgehammer, just taking it a little bit too far, but laying Cena out ahead of Sunday. 90. Good. I've skipped about 3 there. It got frozen. Jeff Hardy defeated King Booker for 80, though. We can see that. The idea is Jeff got a clean win over Booker, and Jeff is now team captain for Monday Night Raw. 80 is really low. That's a shame. 85 rated Raw, though, so yeah, not too bad. 2 more shows and then we're at the biggest of pay-per-views, the final one of the save. Let's do this. Okay, the final ECW before Survivor Series. We've got 2 main storylines to get our teeth into. We start with the Heyman guys, Tenside, Test and Rhino, getting their instructions from CM Punk and saying, you wait here in the parking lot for Kurt Angle and be ready to attack. They've got chairs with them. They won't let Kurt Angle past is the idea. 88, pretty good. 6-man tag action. Big Show, Chris Benoit and Rob Van Dam defeat Chris Masters and the Untapped Potential. Big Show pinning Masters after a choke slam. 81. Masters brings it down with a 62, and that's the main problem here. But everyone else holds it together. Yeah, not too bad at all. Afterwards, Untapped Potential run away from Benoit and Big Show for 87. No sign of Angle as Kurt Angle is yet to be here. No, the Heyman guys aren't happy with it. 91 rated segment there, pretty good. And the main event, CM Punk defeats Goldust for 85. Great match here. 89 CM Punk, 59 Goldust, so that's fine. But after the match, here comes Kurt Angle through the parking lot with a milk truck. He slams Punk through the windscreen. We're not going to be messing about with spraying milk. That's where it looks like he's heading. But this is ECW. We get extreme. And CM Punk goes through the windscreen for 89. So that's pretty good. An 82 rated ECW. And we are flying into Survivor Series. One more show to go. Okay, then the go-home show for the whole pay-per-view. And we are going to once again keep ramping things up. We open up with Batista and Umaga arguing over last week. after Umaga cost Batista the victory against Edge. Batista says, look, tonight we can deal with our problems so that on Sunday we're on the same page. Main event made for 94. Good. Matt Hardy and Sin Cara defeated Gallows and Anderson for 79. I've made a mistake here. Made a mistake with the booking. That was silly. Anderson's working twice tonight. 79 anyway. Fine. Kennedy and Carlito got a promo on Bryan Kendrick and Paul London ahead of their match. And it's a 79 rated matchup with the tag team champions going over. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Brock Lesnar arrives. Brock Lesnar is here for 77. And afterwards he calls out Bobby Lashley for a 98 rated brawl. Good stuff. Good stuff. The best of stuff. Randy Orton talks about his 2004 championship run in the ring. He says, I just wanted to talk about the fact that Shawn Michaels' best friend cost me. Triple H. Yeah, Triple H. Now listen, Triple H, I'll be coming for you as well. Don't you worry about that. But you have cost me everything. And I'm going to beat the hell out of your best friend and reclaim my throne. Just a little bit of hint maybe at Orton Triple H. Who knows? Well, I mean, we're not going to see it anyway, but you never know what would have happened in the future to save. Rey Mysterio defeated Tommaso Ciampa for 76. Ciampa's on the roster, and Rey really held it together, so that's good. Afterwards, Rey warns Batista backstage about unsettling Umaga ahead of this Sunday's big matchup. Shawn Michaels defeats Carl Anderson in a rematch from 2 weeks ago for 79. That's the mistake. They had a 90 rated match 2 weeks ago. Maybe if Carl Anderson didn't work twice, that could have been better. I'm sorry, Carl. After the match, though, Orton hits an RKO on a chair to keep Shawn Michaels down ahead of Sunday for 88. And the main event, Umaga defeats Batista for 81 when Edge interferes, giving Umaga a victory. A little bit weird that Edge would give Umaga the victory, but a 5-on-5 brawl with a 100 rate segment to end the show. That Raw vs SmackDown storyline is flying, and it's a 83 rated SmackDown. Fine. Okay, then here we are, the big one, the final pay-per-view of this whole series, and it's hopefully we're going to go out in a big way. Now remember, there's been no Undertaker during the entire time of this. He's not going to come back here. I planned for him to come back here, not quite ready yet. So instead, we have some huge matchups. You already know the matchups. We've done the TV, so let's do the show itself. It's going to be something very special, hopefully, and hopefully it just doesn't screw me at the end, because you know that's what this game does, let's be honest. Right, we start then with a hype video for the pay-per-view for 79. Okay, Lost Heat Tour storylines, that's gone well. That's gone really well, hasn't it? Jesus Christ. We start there with the Tag Team Championships on the line, and the Untapped Potential defeat Big Show and Chris Benoit for 81. Okay, that's slightly disappointing as well, considering even Big Show had a better performance than that. What is that for? Low heat? Really? I think that's a bit harsh. Anyway, we'll move on. We show a video showing the attacks on Daniel Bryan's back to really hype up the submission match, which comes next for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm hoping for something good between these two. They had a classic last time out. It made me go, right, let's extend this, because these two weren't going to be in a match together here. My original plan was Jericho on Team Raw. This, hopefully, will be the reason why. Come on. Okay, 87. Still very good, but not what it was. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. Low storyline heat. They had a hot... Right, okay, 87, right. Jericho wins, by the way, to successfully defend the title, as did Untapped Potential. Should go for the result, shouldn't I? 79 for a Kurt Angle promo on CM Punk, and for the ECW title, Punk wins clean. 88. The Devil Lock DDT. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but a very good match between these two. Punk was actually off his game, but a still very good match between these two. Good chemistry, I guess, between the two of them, and 88 is very good. CM Punk successfully defends. That's 3 champions defended so far. We get a tail of the tape for Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar for 77. Hasn't done as well, but 2 behemoths going at it, so let's really sort of amplify the size on it. And the match itself, an 86. Okay, pretty good from this. It should be better. I don't understand it. I don't. Low storyline heat. It's got like an 89 storyline heat right now, but it's low apparently. 86, fine. Brock makes Bobby Lashley tap interesting. Brock 100 segment, by the way. Michaels cut a promo on Orton for 78, and then Randy Orton won the World Heavyweight Championship in an 82 rated match. 97, 95, 82. Huh. I think it had a 91 storyline heat. Yeah, this game. But Randy Orton wins the WWE World Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. 2007 was a year that Orton really came into his own, the Age of Orton type thing. This was a match that actually happened at Survivor Series, and I always planned to do this at Survivor Series. Shawn Michaels handing it over, and now Randy Orton, in theory, would take the title forward past the Royal Rumble into WrestleMania. That's the idea. It's 82, Jesus Christ. Raw versus SmackDown, Hartford got 76. God knows what this is going to be. A 5v5 Survivor Series Tag Team Elimination match. 80. Ooh, wowzers. So Brian Kendrick eliminated first, then Cesaro, then Paul London, then Regal, then Rey Mysterio, then Umaga, which meant SmackDown had a 3-on-1 advantage of Batista, but Edge, Jeff Hardy, and then finally King Booker were lifted out. Yeah, 80. Wow, this pay-per-view is stinking the place out right now. Not good. SmackDown celebrate though. Batista has the number 30 spot at the Royal Rumble. Just before the main event then, Shawn Michaels is backstage without his World Championship, of course, and he bumps into Triple H and says, look, I've lost mine. We won it at the same time. Good luck out there. 76. Good. Right. Main event time, 87. Okay. John Cena wins the WWE Championship. We end how we started with John Cena as the WWE Champion. That's right. 94 from Cena, 100 from Triple H. Low storyline heat is absolute bullcrap, I tell you now. And that gives us a 86 rated Survivor Series. You know what? It's not bad. It's not terrible. I feel like I've been harshly done by, but it's not terrible. And some big matches to end us out then. We'll make the speeches. We'll get this job done. Triple H wasn't happy at dropping the title. Surprise. Shawn Michaels can get some love as well, as can Bobby Lashley for the beating that he took. I'll give him a hug and I'll say that they're awesome. Oh, I didn't mean to press that one. We'll make those speeches. Everyone was pleased. And that's it. That's the end of the 2007 save, in theory. It's been a hell of a ride. Now listen, we're still unsure exactly when the 2020 game is going to come out. So this week will be this. Obviously you're watching it, so you know what it is. Next week, however, I'm going to do a recap type of video. I'm going to go back through some of the bigger matches, some of the best pay-per-views we've done, some of the people that we've pushed, and see how their popularity rose, etc., and also give you an idea of two cards I was setting up in the future: the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 24. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, and then after that we start again. WWE 2020, TW 2020. That's right, we're booking it from WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre's WWE Champion, Braun Strowman Universal Champion. We're going to go from that. We're going to do Raw. We're going to do SmackDown. We're going to do NXT. We're going to do NXT UK. All three, if it all goes correctly as I want it to. It's going to be good. And that's coming up, well, in just a few weeks' time. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel for all the latest videos. And make sure you drop a like on this. Thank you very much for watching the 2007 save. Not quite done yet. Next week, recap video. Don't miss it. Until then, peace.